Hello, all you beautiful people out there, and welcome to my channel. And welcome to Atheist Church. Before I get into it for today, I would like to say that I am running out of ideas for Atheist Church. Never thought I'd say that. I'm usually brimming full of ideas. Um, it doesn't have to be differences between Christian denominations. It can be anything having to do with churchy type stuff. Um, yeah, I actually said that. Churchy type stuff. Um, so if you have any suggestions, I would really, really like your input on this for different ideas. Um, I may even be running a contest, not quite sure yet. But anyway, I do have a new member. Thank you, Cryptomeria. And also, um, I have an older member, Lisa Irwin. And if you would like to see your name on this nice little ticker tape I have at the bottom of the screen, you can become a channel member by clicking the join link down below. Also, if you would like to help this channel out on a one-time basis, you can do a super chat or you can um, PayPal me and um, super chat is in the corner. It's that little dollar sign that you see below your chat window. And my PayPal address is in the description. So I appreciate my members. Thank you very much. You know, so let's get going. So, Atheist Church. Today we are talking about heaven. Hey, Cryptomania, Cryptomera. That's cute. Thank you. Thank you. So, alrighty. And thank you very much, Cryptomaria, for becoming a member. Like it. Um, and okay. So, what about heaven? Well, hey, junk shop. Well, there's some differing views about heaven. Um, not quite sure what the Catholic view of heaven is. As far as I know, it's a lot like the Protestant heaven, but I'm not sure about that. Hey, Trudy Hell. Um, not quite sure about that. Um, like I said, I don't know much about Catholics. Um, I'll get to that someday. Uh, but in way of the Protestant world, heaven is usually, but not always, it is associated with one kind of upper world that uh, like everyone goes to. Like it's the place where God dwells, you know, and everybody goes there. And I don't know what the fuck they're supposed to do up there. No idea. To me, it sounds boring. What are you gonna do with forever? I mean, sing praises to God? No, thank you. I'd rather go to hell. Thank you very much. Sounds boring. So, uh, another Protestant view is that of the Jehovah's Witnesses, and this may be a view of other Millerite groups, but I'm not sure on that one, is that only 144,000 will go to heaven. Um, and these are not Jews. The 144,000 are not Jews, which, if you look in the book of Revelation, the 144,000 are specifically Jews, but the J-dubs don't believe that. They specifically believe that these 144,000 are Christians who have been specifically selected by God. And the other J-dubs, those who have not been specifically chosen by God to go to heaven, will remain on earth for all eternity, I guess. I don't know. So, anyway, it's really weird. Really weird. Um, so, I'm sorry. Most of you know by now that I do not have a script planned out for my live streams. Uh, anyway, moving on. The Mormons, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, there are actually 3 levels of heaven. So, for instance, Mormons believe in a telestial kingdom, which is like the lower part of eternal life, the terrestrial kingdom, which is like the middle part of eternal life, and then the celestial kingdom, um, which is the highest level of eternal life. But within the celestial kingdom, there are 3 tiers of the celestial kingdom. And the highest level in the celestial kingdom is the level where God dwells. Um, and only the most ardent Mormons are going to go to the highest tier of the celestial kingdom. Now, if you're in the other 2 tiers of the celestial kingdom, you can go in and out of God's presence, but you can't dwell there. That's only for the top tier. So that's how they view it. Now, as for Calvinists, I was talking about this yesterday. Um, they believe that God chooses you to go to hell or heaven. And like I said, I was talking about this yesterday. I had a Calvinist come on my channel and bitch me out because they thought I was misrepresenting Calvinism, which I wasn't. But that's fine. That's their thing. I mean, if they want to bitch about it, bitch about it. But I mean, come on, the truth is the truth. He, but he goes something about um, Jesus didn't die for everyone. Jesus died for only those people that God gave him, meaning only the people that God specifically chose to go to heaven. And I said this yesterday in my Saturday live stream. Like, that makes your God sound so much more of a douchebag than we already think of him. What about this don't you get? What about this makes any kind of sense for you to say, I'm A-okay with this? I mean, you have to be like fucking crazy, right? I mean, not in the clinical sense of the word. Okay, I do have to qualify that because um I'm not quite a mental health professional. But I do have my psychology degree and I do have a bit of mental health counseling um background um in getting my degree for mental health counseling. So anyway, um but y- y- there has to be something broken in your brain to think that, and I used to think this. I used to be a Calvinist, okay? So I'm bitching myself out too. Um, there has to be something broken in your brain to think that this is any sort of God anyone should even want to worship, let alone worship, okay? So, I mean, what is this? I don't know. I mean, it's like, what do you want me to do? I cannot say that Calvinism, because I called it a despicable doctrine. Um, and it is. It is a despicable doctrine. Okay. And I make no apologies for that. What would you have me do? What would you have me do? I represented the um the doctrine fairly, okay? What else would you have me do? I didn't bitch about the doctrine on my Calvinism, a despicable doctrine um video, which was an edited video. So I don't really bitch about stuff on my edited videos because I think it is important for Christians to hear what I have to say. But I do bitch about things on my live streams, and I make no apologies for that because bad ideas need to be called out and they need to be bitched about. And Junk Shop Library is going, hey, Atheist Edge. Oh, thank you. And Junk Shop Library is going to agree with me on this. And I'm sure Atheist Edge will also agree with me on this. Hey, Tom, that bad ideas need to be called out and bad ideas need to be bitched about because that's the only way we're going to affect change. Only way we're going to affect change. Do you think the Catholic Church would have um changed had Luther not nailed his 99 Theses to the door? Hell no. And I mean, were they were basically pulled bitching and screaming and fighting all the way to the end, not to change their yeah. Hey, Angela's asshole. Who is this? Peter? I bet that's Peter. Anyway, um, I mean, so the only way to affect change, and Christians, I'm sorry about this, okay? It's just the way things are. The only way to effect change is to bitch about things. And yes, I bitch about the Bible too, because the Bible is outdated, misogynistic, and it needs to be thrown in the garbage where it belongs. But for some reason, we have people who think that this goddamn book needs to be followed. Hey, Mark, in this day and age, that is just not true. That is just not true. If Christians really read their fucking book, which they don't, gonna throw that out there right now, and I don't apologize for that either, because Christians don't read their book. They would find out that that is not a book that they should respect in any way, shape, or form. And this is exactly why, well, first of all, this is why way back when the Catholic Church didn't want it available in vernacular languages. They knew it was a shitty book. And now, while the Bible is available in vernacular languages, pastors know, priests know that if they tell their flock, hey, get into the Bible, dig into it every day, have at it, they know without doubt that they are going to lose their cash cow. And that's what it's all about. It's about money and it's about control. And if they can't have money and they can't have control, sit with you. We don't really care about the Bible. We only care about the Bible when we can use it for money and control. And Christians, I am deeply sorry if that troubles you, but I do not apologize for making any of these statements because they are true. They are the facts. And this is something you need to hear because this is something your pastors, your priests, whatever you want to call them, they are not going to tell you. Hey, Nevermore. Oh, I changed the time, Nevermore. I'm really, really tired. I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm gonna head to back to take a nap after this. But I just wanted to get this out of the way so I wouldn't sleep right through the time. So you're fine, Nevermore. Um but But truth should always be our goal, people. Truth, not the Bible, not cleaning up the Christian God's image, which, by the way, cannot be cleaned up because the guy's a genocidal maniac. Excuse me. Hey, brain bug. Okay? Cannot be cleaned up in the least. All right? Just can't. Um, Now, there are Christians who decide, you know what? We don't really like the Bible either. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it such that the Bible is metaphorical, which is fine. I mean, if you are a Christian and you want to interpret the Bible as allegory, as metaphor, go for it. That's not what I'm complaining about. That's not what I'm complaining about. I am complaining about the biblical literalists. I am complaining about the people, like, I'm not even going to say his name because even his name can get me demonetized, who wants the government to go out and kill homosexuals for who they are. And yes, homosexuals are homosexuals because it's who they are. They do not choose to be homosexual. Just like I did not choose to be an atheist. We do not choose our sexual preferences. We do not choose our beliefs. If you believe that, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn that I'd like to sell you. So, no, forget that, you know? And I am being as honest as I can, okay? I am very, very respectful. I am very, very respectful in my edited videos because I think it is important that Christians see just how fucked up their religion is. But here on live streams, I make no apologies for giving my views because my views are my views, and you cannot tell me that my views are not my views because you don't know what's in my head. And I make no apologies about being honest as I see it. Now, you may think that I'm not being honest. You may think that I'm lying and I'm just an ungodly heathen, whatever the fuck you want to say, okay? But I'm not a heathen. I just want to put that out there. I'm not a heathen because a heathen is a different thing altogether. Okay? Heathen is actually a different portion of religion, and I'll get into that at a later date. But I'll get into heathenry at a later date. It kind of goes along with Wicca. Um, but they are separate. Hi, Marianne. But heathenry and Wicca are separate. Let's just leave it at that for right now. So, no, if you want me to shut up, no, I will not shut up because this stuff needs to be talked about. This stuff needs to be talked about. And Christians need to know. And people ask me why I'm attacking Christianity. Well, I'm not really attacking Christianity. They think I'm attacking Christianity because I'm telling them the fucking truth, and they don't want to hear the truth. Not not today. Not today, brain bug. Yes, I do believe it refers to the Old Norse religion. I do believe that. I think that's correct, Atheist Edge. Cryptomeria, I got no problem with heathens. No problem with heathens at all. So, anyway, heathens are different from atheists, who are different from Wiccans, who are different from Catholics, who are different from Protestants, who are different from Muslims. You get my drift. You get my drift. So, you just if you take offense at this, let me tell you something. If you take offense at this, it is because there is something wrong with your thinking. And I'm not trying to be, um, I am not trying to be offensive to anyone. But I, it's what it is. It's what it is. Okay. And I don't have any problem calling out shit for the shit it is. Okay. And as long as we have these fundamentalists, as long as we have people who want to put homosexuals to death, as long as we have biblical literalists who have no fucking clue how to read the Bible, I will be talking till I am blue in the face and or 6 feet under. I will be crying out about this because it is fundamentally not okay to other people. Not okay. That is not the world in which we live. I believe that, Tom. I used to be a Southern Baptist, very conservative Southern Baptist, so on the verge of fundamentalism, but maybe one notch up from fundamentalism. I can believe that, Cryptomaria. I can believe me, I can believe that. Um, because there's not really any program in place. I think there's one in the U.S. Where clergy can get retrained. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of people. There's really not a whole lot of programs available to longtime clergy to be retrained into something else. And all they know how to do is to be clergy. So n- it doesn't it doesn't surprise me that a lot of a lot of clergy in the Anglican Church are atheists. Doesn't surprise me at all. Not today, Athena. I might have an open room sometime this week. Um, I did have one open room. I forget when it was. Uh, it's called Gerg Streams Continued or something like that. And it went well. And as long as people are respectful and stuff like that, I'm not gonna have them all the time. But you know, I will have another one. Um, I'm just not sure when. Yeah, Trudy. Yeah. I mean, and that's what Christians don't. I don't know whether they don't understand that or whether they just don't want to acknowledge that, because there are some Christians who are some really, really shitty people. So anyway, but yeah, so those are the different um views of heaven. Um and if you have any ideas for Atheist Church, please leave them in the comment section. And also, if you have a comment, good or bad, leave a comment in the comment section. Um, hit that like button for the algorithm. And I'm not sure when I'm going to have another live stream. Um, I know definitely I'm going to have a Saturday live stream for my usual Saturday live stream and usual Atheist Church, but I may have a live stream during the week. I'm just not sure when. Uh, if you would like to join this channel and help me bring more content to you and help improve this channel, please hit the join link and you can get your name on this nifty little banner down here. If you do not want your name on the banner, I will respect that. However, if you do not want your name on the banner, please contact me. Otherwise, I will have your name on the banner as a way of honoring you. Um, Also, you can do a one-time donation on PayPal, all that good stuff. Thank you, Tom. And uh anyway, I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming. You have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.